I am absolutely convinced that men don't actually want relationships. Like, men want their lives as is. They want to go about their day exactly as it is, do whatever they would normally do, and just want somebody there when it's convenient for them, or, you know, for the things they want to do. Like, convince me I'm wrong.
She claims men don't want relationships. What she's missing is men do want companionship, but not at the cost of their peace. Most guys today are tired of trading freedom for constant drama and unrealistic demands. If life is calmer, healthier, and more productive when single, why would they sabotage that? Women mistake men protecting their sanity for not wanting love. But the truth is, peace is priceless, and men aren't giving it up easily anymore.
I know so many great single women. So many great single women. I don't know where all the dudes. I'm like, guys, come on. Come on, guys. Make the first move. Come on. But man, they just...
the first move is become a great single guy. That's a big move right there.
I know. I know. But
She says she knows so many great single women and wonders where the men are. But being single and calling yourself great doesn't automatically make you desirable. Men aren't hiding. They're busy working, improving, and focusing on themselves. The first move isn't buying dinner, it's becoming valuable. And here's the twist. Once men build that value, they don't just give it away for free. If women want high-quality men, they need to bring more than a resume that just says, I'm single.
I don't think men like women anymore. I don't think that men desire us women anymore, us real women. I don't think that they value us like they used to. Men aren't really putting out effort. They're not putting out any type of effort like they used to. Taking a girl on a date becomes an issue. You know, spending money on a woman is an issue. You should have your own money as a woman. Going out to do something fun is an issue. Why don't you just come over to the house and we could do something in the house? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from New York. But I see women all over the globe complain about what's happening with men nowadays. Is it women that's not making themselves desirable anymore? Because there are beautiful women out here. Beautiful women, ambitious women, caring women, nurturing women who are outside looking for love, and men that just can't keep up with that. Like, they're not communicating with them. They're not willing to hang out and do fun things. What happens to the fun in life? What happened to life being exciting and fun and, you know, going out and discovering the world? What are y'all doing? What are y'all men doing other than that? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Like, what are all y'all men doing? What are y'all doing? If it has nothing to do with a woman, what are y'all doing? Are y'all working? Because we're working too. Women are also working, and we still can do things. We still can go on vacations. We can still go out to eat. Why are us women going on vacations with our friends? We're going on vacations with our friends. We're going out to eat with our friends. We're going to do fun things outside with our friends. We're celebrating birthdays with our friends. Where are y'all? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Where are you guys? Where are you? Where do you guys exist?
This rant is telling. She says men don't put effort in anymore. No fancy dates, no constant spending. But then she admits women are already traveling, dining, and partying with their girlfriends. So why do they suddenly need men to fund their fun? Men have woken up. They see the double standard. If women already have independence and money, then men aren't obligated to bankroll entertainment. What women call lack of effort is actually men refusing to be used as wallets. That's not laziness. That's wisdom.
Women are scared of happily single men. You want to know why? Let's get into it. Being happily single as a man makes you more appealing. Men that don't need to be in a relationship. Men that have high standards. Men that don't chase women. They chase in purpose. This makes women think, wonder if that man is actually interested in them, and will in turn, y'all listen to this, increase the value of that man and his expressed interest in their minds.
She admits women fear men who are happily single. And she's right. A man who doesn't chase, who's focused on his purpose, instantly becomes more attractive. Why? Because he can't be manipulated by attention games or emotional pressure. He chooses women. He doesn't need them. And that independence flips the dynamic. Suddenly, she has to prove her value to him. That's why women fear men who are content alone. They're untouchable.
Since I have some awesome guys on TikTok right now listening, I'm thinking, may I have your opinion, please? What is it with men these days and not wanting to date? Do you guys have a fear of commitment? Is it the woman these days? Does it have anything to do with spending money on women? Does it have anything to do with trust issues? Maybe dating apps? Maybe you feel like there are endless options in terms of significant others? Please let me know in the comments.
The real answer is return on investment. Modern relationships often cost men everything: money, time, energy, while offering little in return. Divorce laws, social media validation, and entitlement flip the scales. So men aren't afraid, they're logical. Why jump into something high risk, low reward? Until the system changes, more men will choose freedom over frustration.
It has come to my attention that men do not want to approach women anymore. I don't know when this happened, but this is the reality of the situation. And I also realized that nobody wants to be on dating apps anymore. I think this summer is about to be feral girl summer. Like, I feel like we are finally going to connect with one another, and we are finally going to get off the apps, and we are finally going to flirt with one another. However, we have an issue at hand. Men don't want to approach women at bars. So it's like, how do we start conversation?
She says men don't approach at bars anymore. And can you blame them? In today's world, one awkward hello can be labeled harassment, and one rejection can be filmed and mocked online. Women want attention, but they don't acknowledge the risk men take just by saying hi. That's why so many guys just stay in their lane. They'd rather avoid the drama than gamble their reputation for a stranger's approval. And honestly, can you blame them?
Why are single men happier than you think? A lot of single men are not actually miserable. A lot of them are doing better than fine. Society likes to push the idea, oh, men are lost without a woman. That's a lie. For years now, men have been told that their happiness only comes from marriage and kids and overall settling down. But modern relationships don't offer men the same benefits that they used to. Men aren't wrong for asking, what's in it for me, before they go into a really serious relationship. Single men today have financial freedom and overall peace of mind. They have control over their own lives. They're traveling, building businesses, hitting the gym, and overall going after their goals. And until women are willing to offer a little bit more in relationships, this is going to continue. Holding men to these outdated expectations, but also a variety of new ones that show up every single day, is just not doing it for them. And they're not going to continue having relationships if this keeps up.
Men are giving up on dating. And one of the reasons why is because of women's expectations. One of the main reasons why women have such unrealistic expectations is because of social media, and let me tell you why. So women are often fueled by what they see on social media. It seems like everywhere you look online, there are images of perfect couples, luxury, exotic vacation, lavish gifts. And this is very, very toxic because this is not even real. It's just social media. And these things create an unrealistic standard for women because they expect that from a partner. And men feel like they need to be wealthy or constantly shower women with gifts to be able to measure up. And it's a lot of pressure. It can leave men thinking that they'll never be able to meet these expectations. And as a result, men are just giving up on dating because they feel like they can compete against those fantasy relationships that we see online. And I think it's very, very dangerous because it can lead to self-esteem issues as men feel like they're never gonna be good enough. And this can result in anxiety, depression. So yeah, it's a very, very concerning problem.
Social media destroyed dating. Women scroll past fake luxury lifestyles online and start expecting that in real life. Exotic trips, designer bags, constant gifts, none of it is realistic. Men look at those standards and think, why even bother? No guy wants to compete with Instagram filters and fantasy relationships. That pressure crushes men's confidence, and a lot of them simply walk away. It's not that men don't want love, they just don't want to perform in someone else's fantasy movie.
All women are 304s. Nope. There is no such thing as traditional women anymore. Wrong. Women simply aren't worth it. What does that even mean? I am so tired of all of this negativity. Are you going to insist that masculinity is about growth, suffering, and overcoming difficult things? And then just not date because it's hard? Are some of you really so pessimistic and self-hating that you will just resign yourself to never feeling love and affection? Are you really going to sit here and insist that you have all of the answers to dating and then just refuse to pass those answers on to a woman who is ready and willing to please you? Tell me, what battle are you even fighting? You insist there's a problem, but you aren't trying to actually solve it? What is the point of all of this other than to just kick and scream? There are a lot of great women out there looking for men with your values. Go meet them, be strong in your convictions, and enjoy the life that you can create with them. Because the negativity has got to stop.
This one's interesting because she calls out the negativity. And she's right about one thing. Bitterness doesn't help. But let's be real. Choosing to step away from chaos isn't weakness. It's wisdom. A man can want love and still refuse to settle for manipulation, disrespect, or ungratefulness. That's not quitting, that's self-respect. Men don't need to hate women, but they also don't need to accept a broken system. The point isn't to complain, the point is to protect your peace.
There was a study done in the 90s, and what they found out, I think, still holds true today. So what they did is they took a group of men and they took a group of women and they categorized these men. So it was like high status, t-shirt, McDonald's. Same thing with the women. High status, t-shirt, McDonald's. And then they asked, the men, okay, would you go to coffee with this person, go on a date, marry? And in all three categories, the guy didn't care. He's like, yes, sure, whatever. With women, it was a whole different story. Women went to the high status man for the majority of them. So that was for coffee, date, marriage. My takeaway on this is just goes along with the trends I've been seeing. So we are in this Kardashian culture and have been for, 10 years. I don't know how long they've been on. But this idea of perfection has just been kind of unseen before. I mean, before we had magazines, we knew they were kind of airbrushed, but what we see now, women are doing eyebrows, microblading, dermaplaning, eyelash extensions, hair extensions, lip fillers, cheek fillers, breast implants, butt implants, fat transfer, taking ribs out. I mean, literally women are taking their ribs out. So I think just the pressure and the unattainable beauty that they put on themselves, they're also putting that sort of unattainable image and desire on a guy as well. And that's why these guys are backing out, because guys know, that's crazy. We can't do all that. Some can. I mean, it's the small minority can do that. But for the majority of men, they're not going to be able to get to your high standards that you not only put on yourself, but you're putting on these men too. And I don't even know if women are aware that they're doing that. And if you think about it, it's really a beautiful thing that men will just kind of take you as you are. They don't need you to be high status, or they don't care where you work. If you work at McDonald's or you're making six figures and some executive of a company. But look at what we're doing to men. We want them to just be everything. It's unattainable. They're getting out of the market, and rightfully so. So I even asked my brother about this. I said, hey, is this true? Men don't care? He's like, 1,000%. Men could give two shits. And I was like, that's going to be a topic then.
That study proves something powerful. Men don't care if a woman's high status or working at McDonald's. They'll give her a chance. Women? They almost always choose the high status guy. And in today's Kardashian culture, the pressure has gotten insane. Women demand perfection from men, money, status, lifestyle, while still calling themselves real. The truth is, men accept women as they are, but women rarely do the same for men. That's why so many guys are walking away. It's not weakness, it's refusing to play a rigged game.